I mean, they potentially, right, the Ember Spirit is potentially, gonna be Chris Luck's hero. I just feel like they need both of these lanes to go fairly decently, or they need some way for the Ember Spirit to recover, because otherwise it's just so much pressure being placed on Hector. It's very difficult.
I do feel like Ember recovers by rotating though. Like I really do feel like
Okay.
a lot of Beast Coast's picks for Chris
Hmm.
Luck, barring like the TA when they pick that. I mean, he can recover by jungle, or TA can recover by jungling. Like a lot of the heroes that they pick for Chris Luck are like you mentioned in the previous game. They're really individual. Like he can just go off and do his own thing. Oh god, it is a hard Ember game though. Bristle Monkey King are your two potential matchups, both counters.
Yep. Is this where you shift it? You move it to a 4?
All right, Schofield, you're learning
You
Ember.
got Schofield. I feel like Schofield knows how to play Ember 4.
I think Schofield can probably play anything as 4.
Yeah.
This guy's 10k. He's basically the Einstein of Dota. He's the Newton. Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this does present some other options if they want to go for it.
I do feel like it'll be a. Well, you know
You think it's
what?
pause 4?
It's Beast Coast, so I don't know, but I do feel like the Lina Axe lane seems pretty good. You are sacking Chris Luck, but you know what you could
So
do?
what else is new? They do this all the time.
You could Lina mid and then just let Axe cut, and then Ember as a pause 4 and play top with the Coddle and give him Chakra and then Searing Chains.
Mm.
That sounds pretty good, actually. And then you have a pause 4 Ember to set up for Alina when he rotates mid. That sounds pretty damn good.
Yeah, I think it's a Chris Luck Lena.
I'm feeling that too. That feels pretty
Okay.
good. With that being said, the Axe Lina lane is definitely no slouch of a lane. That's a very good lane. But
Mm-hmm.
you are playing into either a Monkey King or a Bristleback, and Axe is not particularly good against either of those heroes. So the question is,
Well, again,
would the
cut.
Lina? Yeah, you can cut. You can cut. You can
Yeah.
always cut. That's why it's like it's nice to have this axe. It's like either you can pressure with Battle Hunger, or you can cut the wave and just swap the Lina. You know, like you can. There's a lot of options for them, and
Mm-hmm.
it'll be interesting to see like what they think is the more efficient. For me, it seems it's very close. It's like 60-40. You know, and I'm not entirely
Okay.
sure which one's like the 60. Like it might be better to have the Lina as a pause 4 if you think that you can dump on the lane, but I'm not 100% sure how that lane goes.
Well, I mean, this is the other thing too, is that we talked about with the changes of the recent patch, the like 4-line patch, the fact that end heroes do not scale supremely well into the late game, right? Because of the fact that they've removed
That's
that.
true.
So that is a risk, but at the same time, it is potentially pretty decent if you're trying to play fast enough, if you're just trying to create the space.
Lina
This
is
could be the Hector hero.
Lina is probably the most scaling into Hero 2, like where she benefits the most from that int giving magic damage because of
Mm.
Laguna Blade and getting the Aghanim Scepter. Like the int scaling can make it go up to like 1,000 pure damage or something. But now, of course, that's just not a thing.
Right.
So it is a little rough. You are definitely right about that. All right,
But if you
Hector's
don't
hero.
plan to play that late into the game, do you care?
Hector
Hmm.
Ricky.
I don't think I've
Or
seen this.
I know Chris Luck is a big Ricky player.
So is this a safe lane Ember? Do you think?
I don't think I've seen Hector play Ember safe lane. But also I've never seen him play Ricky safely. I'm sure he can play it. I'm sure he can play it. It's just different.
Yeah.
It doesn't hit creeps. It hits heroes. That's the only issue with this draft is it's very not Beast Coast because it's just snowbally. It just fights.
Hmm.
And Hector ignores his team existing. He basically plays PvE.
Oh, maybe it's time to shake things up. Maybe he's been working on something different.
Maybe.
You never know. I mean, it's Cloud9 too. Maybe they caught the Cloud9 fever. Cloud9 plays some wacky stuff. They changed things up. Maybe Beast Coast was like, you know what? Let's do it. Let's lean full on this game. Try something different.
All right, let's see.
And
Okay,
Beastmaster.
Beastmaster, standard, typical offlaner. That puts Bristleback in the mid. That puts Monkey King
Yep.
as a safe lane.
Yeah, Hector, Ricky. All right. Now, what about this Lena?
They're keeping us guessing. It looks like the cool thing is it looks like they aren't entirely sure, or they're baiting it. Like this was clearly a discussion for them that the Ember and the Lina can swap. Otherwise, they'd be instantly picking these. And they might be just holding it because they don't want to show that it's
Chris Luck, Lina.
Like they don't want to show that it's a Schofield Ember until the very end because they don't want to give C9 time to talk about it.
Right.
That sounds about what the communication might be.
So you have to be really careful with that Lina. You know that Snake King's going to be making rotations over to the mid lane. He's going to try to catch her out, see if they can get some kills. But, you know, it also was interesting, too. You don't know how Envy's going to play this game. We've watched him. Granted, he was on the Radiant side. Or no, actually, yeah. No, he definitely was on the Dire and then ran down the
Yeah, it's weird because they're like flipped, right? So
yeah,
Dire is the top one when in regards to like the map.
Yeah. How do we feel about these drafts?
So I think mid will be about a wash.
Okay.
I think Monkey King should beat an Axe, but Axe can cut. And Schofield can help deal with the Chen. So I think that'll be a wash too. And I would say that this Beast Coast top lane, the Ricky, would definitely lose to Beast Earthshaker. Beast is just a melee owner.
Okay.
I think that hero
so you
is.
Feeling Cloud9?
I think it's, yeah, the lanes are relatively even. You know, the drafts are pretty even, I would say. More so than a lot of the other games that we've watched today. But I would say like leaning towards C9.
Axe likes this very much. You deserve nothing.
Tips.
Yep, it's hard. It's hard. Let me tell you.
If you could write one of these, what would you write, Jenkins? What would be something that you feel like new players should know?
Pudge is a dog shit hero, and you should not pick it in your games if you want to win.
Fair enough.
I would just write very objective stuff like that. Not subjective at all.
Not at all. Well, looks like they're sending 3 heroes up to the top lane on the side of Beast Coast, hoping to potentially secure the rune. Man, that's wild. If you told me that Ember was going to be played as a 4 position, I would have been very, very surprised.
The last patch, though, that Searing Chains buff, very nice for this hero.
The Lifestealer patch too, where he was just basically a support. You just hopped inside, or
oh my god,
that was someone, hands off the keyboard.
That was the worst. That was, there was no worse hero in any patch. That was so stupid. You could literally go AFK for like 20 minutes and win.
I think Shiver said that she kind of did that. Basically, she was playing some games as Lifestealer. She's like, "Yep, just gonna chill here. Don't have to worry too much. Just I'm doing my part. I'm being a support."
A lot of the time, if you jumped out, it would be to your detriment. Oh my god, Envy's gonna get the
Courier.
my
god, Envy's gonna get a Courier already.
Already the Envy shenanigans. Look at ping. It's like, what
They've already begun.
What in God's name? Oh, is he cutting the first wave? Oh my god, Envy, you genius. Dude, he's cutting the first wave with clarity.
Ace up here. Watch Ace here in the top lane. He's gonna try to turn back around. They get the first blood on Stinger.
Look mid, look mid.
Jingle, they'll be able to hold on. Yep, Envy.
Oh, I love this. I love this so much. I'm sorry, I can't pay attention to the random fighting. This is so cool. This is so cool. Dude, he's got clarities too and salves.
All right, now we talked about this. We talked about what we need to do.
I have no idea. This shit is so new.
Envy does this.
It's just brand new. I've like nobody knows how to deal with this on the mid lane. Because if you're Alina, you don't want to farm under tower to a creep wave. That's so annoying.
You gotta cancel these clarities, that's for sure. And they do manage, but he's got a decent amount of mana still left on him. Can you take one of these heroes? Can you just rotate? Like, this is interesting. So, if you get the pull coming out here, cutting the wave on Whisper, Schofield's getting a little bit of experience creeps. But yeah, look at Envy. He's doing Envy things again.
Oh,
they
God,
need to respond to this. It looks like Schofield is making his way over, so they will try to put some pressure on him. He has to be careful, obviously. Got level 3 though already on him. Oh my gosh.
He sees him though, because he put the ward for this. And of course, Whisper's just doing the exact same thing top. Oh my god, this is Dota now.
This is Dota. This is make your own lane. Lanes don't matter. What is that show? Where the games are made up and the points don't matter?
Whose line is it anyway? God,
Yeah,
that
that's
is
basically it. Dota edition. Look at Schofield taking so much damage, too, from all of these quills. He's got 5 stacks on him right now. Envy could literally just run him down. He just needs 1 more quills. He's just dead.
What? How? How is this working?
How is it? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but can they? Oh, okay, this is good. If they could get the courier snipe, perhaps, and cut off his supply here. Yeah, Chris needs to be careful though, because he's gonna start accumulating all these quills too. What?
Has been killed.
Okay, all right. The courier does finally get taken down. They are responding to Envy. Chris,
Yo,
oh
Chris,
God, no, Chris, look!
There's 3 heroes here!
Why did you do it?
I am flabbergasted!
This is yeah. All right. Well,
I'm
Schofield.
literally sweating. I'm literally sweating profusely right now.
Oh my God.
I am malding. I don't understand. Explain it to me, Moxxi.
Sometimes, every once in a while, a hero named Jackie Mao emerges out of the depths of NA Dota.
The abyss.
And the Mariana Trench. And you know, he has an idea. This little guy here, Eternal Envy. He's like, maybe I should do this. And you know what? Sometimes the people, they make fun of him. They say, you're crazy. You're a terrible player. What are you doing? You like anime. You're a weeb. But you know what? Every once in a while, lightning fucking strikes Jenkins.
Oh.
And he says, I have this idea, and I'm going to do it. I don't care what anyone says. I'm going to play Bristleback mid, and I'm going to cut the first wave. Nay, not just the first wave, the second wave, and the third. And I'm going to take down all of the other players that come after me. And somehow, it just works.
Tell me another story, Moxxi.
That's your one story for the day. That's enough of this.
Oh,
Even Ace enjoyed my story.
This is the coolest thing ever.
Oh, Lord. Lord of mercy. Yeah. Hector's doing pretty well, though, down here in this bottom lane. While we've been paying attention to Envy just running around. You know, we do have 15-1 on this Ricky.
I am picking Bristol in some pubs tonight. That is for sure. I'm ruining some pubs.
When do you not ruin pubs?
When I'm not queuing.
I'm sorry, Jake, because I'm being mean.
Got him.
You are a delight to cast with.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
And I enjoy your company, but don't let it go to your head.
Oh, I'm the best, literally.
This is why we don't compliment you that much. Immediately goes to your head.
Envy just playing the lane like normal now. K1 bot.
Well, he doesn't have his courier anymore, so
Yeah,
you know,
true,
he's got to be
true
a little
that.
bit more careful. He's almost got his level 6, though. Because he got 2 kills in that mid lane. Chris Luck is level 4.
Oof. And he got the
Big
courier.
And he got courier. Things are going well right now if you're Eternal Envy. Runes are coming up, though. Looks like they're trying to make sure that he cannot get it. It's going to be a haste turn picked up by Schofield. He's going to run away here from Snake King. So, no bottle charges here. Schofield, he might be able to get... Yeah, they get the kill on the...
Huh. Really
the
good rune
Earthshaker.
control. Really good rune control there. There's 2 heroes that have the rune. Both Snake King and Schofield know that basically runes are going to determine who wins this mid matchup. So they both have to go for it. And Schofield is just there before. Heading bot on Schofield.
I'm just trying to give Hector as much breathing room as possible. They realize, you know, there's not too much that they can do with this Lina and the Bristleback currently, but I think the thing that I'm most curious about, though, too, is the fact that, you know, Hector does like to sit back, he does like to farm, and he's gonna... Oh, God. Envy's already up to shenanigans again.
Oh, good lord.
Got a level 2... Hector's courier getting sniped off. It's gonna slow him down quite a bit here, as they can see Stinger trying to go and grab this other rune. Should be able to find it. I like how top lane is just the snooze fest, right? Whisper's just cutting lanes.
Yeah, it's pretty
and
cool.
You got Ace just hitting creeps.
So what happened up there was basically... Oh, he's actually trying to...
Oh, he's getting aggressive now. So, Hector gets taken down by Snake King Ace. Now he's sitting at level 5, just chasing after Whisper. Does have that Jingu stacks up and running. Just slowly chasing after him, even though he's still pulling this wave here.
This is
like the
not
slowest-
worth it unless Ace gets the kill.
I think he's gonna get it. I can't imagine that he doesn't, right? No?
Doesn't look
Slow
like it.
down. He's got a creep wave.
Yeah, no,
I
that's
guess
that.
he's just gonna
Look,
back off.
look at the damage on the top tower. This is why this cutting on Axe is so good. This tower's almost dead. It was full HP before that. But Ace, in order to get Whisper out of there, he needed to take half damage on his tower. That's actually nuts. That's the downside to this. So Whisper's totally okay with that trade.
Another Courier bites the dust. Snake King gets taken down by the Schofield Arcane Rune for Envy. Picked up plus the bottle. Hector making some moves on Pi here, but
Forward, Envy's farming big stacks.
Schofield making his way over. Blinding light gets used. This feels very strange. This is a weird time to be in Dota.
It is. If you're a maniac, it's a good time to be in Dota, though.
I mean, yeah, definitely. I do like how they're allowing Snake King now to just kind of get a couple of these levels, soak up some XP. Ty's getting very aggressive over here. He's tanking a lot of creeps.
Chris Luck. Oh, TPN from Schofield.
Yeah.
Surprise Whisper's playing up in the lane.
Ace. Ace needs to be careful. Schofield is here. It's like Whisper trying to pull back though a little bit more. Rotation coming out from Snake King as well. And then everybody goes back to farming.
Ooh, nice snipe.
Nice play
from
by Chris Luck.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
cool.
Schofield's gonna get level 3, level 8 Bristleback. Don't really want to go toe to toe with him right now.
The interesting thing about these like cutting strats is just how it destroys the supports XP and net worth. Like Schofield's really low XP, and then on bot lane we have Snake King's low XP, but that's more so because the Chen isn't rotated to this tri lane, so Snake King's just been kind of roaming. So both of these heroes are going to need to take a lane at a point, which is happening right now.
Stinger! Gotta watch out for that little creep there, Chris Luck. Rotating down, be able to take out the creeps.
Yeah, this gives Schofield some me time mid to have Chris Luck rotate like this. And worst case, he can jungle.
Chris Luck is here. He's looking over here at Pi at Misery. Some of that damage off. Next down. Laguna Blade to the back will take down Misery, and now Pi looks like he's going to be the next one to fall. And they'll give that one over to Hector. They'll find a kill in the mid lane, though, with a little help from the Earthshaker.
Chris looks like he's just chilling bot. He's going to take this stack and possibly stick around for when they come back and try to kill them a second time.
Like right now, like when
Like
they're
right
trying to
now,
go
yeah.
after Hector. They have the dust. Hector can't get away here. We'll have to use Tricks of Trade. Chris Luck coming in. We'll be able to follow up. That's a dead Snake King. Is it going to be a dead Hector too? Yes, it is. As they use that roar, they use the call over here to bring Ace down to the bottom lane. They're going to chase after Stinger, potentially. But, nope, they'll turn their attention now over here to Chris Luck. He needs some help. He doesn't have much for backup here, as Stinger doesn't have that level 6 just yet. Chris Luck going to get held in place with the Boundless. He's trying to run away. This should be an easy kill for Ace, though. As this is happening, we
dead
have
again.
Envy chasing after Schofield, so,
Oh, he did it! Envy did it! He accidentally bought Tranquil Boots! Oh my god, it's so funny. I was just talking about that. Oh, he screwed up.
I don't know, though. It's Envy. He could,
No,
he could
no
just
way.
be doing something new.
No way he has a hood and then builds into Tranquils. That was an
Alright.
accident. I am sure of it.
10-minute runes coming up. Whisper trying to fight for it. We'll be able to go and grab it, but Envy's very powerful right now. Level 9, level 7 on the axe. Just throwing his weight around. Stinger is going to be able to snap up one of those runes.
Nice rune control. Really nice rune control from Beast Coast. It's really hurting Envy to get these runes taken.
Are they going to be able to get this kill on Snake King? Hector a little deep here. Go chasing after him. They have that Battle Hunger placed over. Oh, is he gonna be able to do it? No! They're gonna be able to take down Hector! They follow up, they get the kill on Snake King, but that was not worth it.
See, this is what I'm worried about with Hector.
Mid lane, Chris Luck gets taken down as well. And Envy, he's got these stacks of Warpath up. They've got 2 stacks of the nasal goo, 2 stacks of those quills. This man, this madman.
Fill my bottle, Snake King.
He's gonna, because Snake King's a team player. Did not fill actually. He was trying to, but the tome I think being in the way.
Oh, it went to the backpack.
Yeah, I went to the backpack because he had a tome of knowledge I hadn't popped yet.
Doesn't fill it, sadly.
No, it does not.
For some reason. I'm not sure why.
Because clearly backpacks can't have liquid in them.
That's true.
Just
I tried to fill I tried to fill my backpack up with water and it just went through. And then the lady said, "Get out of my house."
What were you doing there anyways, crazy?
Filling my backpack up with water, obviously.
Alright. We've got Chris Luck, Whisper, and Schofield grouped together. It feels like they want to try to put more pressure on Ace here, but he's Envy and Ace top of the net worth right now. 5.5k on Bristle, 5.4 on the Monkey King. And they're doing some hunting. They're just trying to put some pressure on Hector here too. What's the play here?
Axe Blink, I think, is the next big thing, and he is rushing it. So he's not going for any big items. He's just going straight Blink after his little items relating. Then you can maybe kill Beast. Or maybe they can kill him now.
It's gonna be pretty rough, but mid lane, the jump over onto Chris Luck. Got all of these creeps just jumping at the Ignis, buying a little bit more time there. Schofield makes his way over Chris Luck. He's still alive. Be able to go for light, but the light pushes people out of the way. Unfortunately now, and Chris Luck following up with the light strike array. He's still alive. Ace though trying to close the gap. Hector jumping forward. Looks like they're gonna have to lose this tower. Unfortunate with the blinding light pushing everybody out of the Ignis.
Yeah, a little awkward. Very close to Chris Luck dying there. There was a lot of like very close things in that fight. And, yeah, unfortunately sometimes that happens for both teams. But if you're Beast Coast, I think you're pretty okay with that, going that way, just because you're waiting for this Blink Dagger on Whisper, and then that's when you can really start making moves. So they just want some space right now, that's all.
Envy already muscling his way up here to the top lane, has his eyes on this tower. But there's going to be a little skirk-fuffle here down in the bottom lane. Snaking, Misery, plus Ace on the Monkey King. They can already see this coddle. They know he doesn't have anything left in his toolkit. He'll be able to get the kill, and Schofield now has to try to run himself away in the corner. Ace trying to get those ticks here. They managed to throw the Remnant out, just trying to buy a little bit more time. We'll Remnant away. Take down these trees as well. Snake King gonna get held into place here. Laguna Blade to the face. Now all his heal comes out from the chin.
Oh
Snake King can take too much damage to the tower though. He's still going to fall as now Hector joining again. He's got his eyes over here on Ace. They have vision on this Ricky. The jump forward though. They need to catch him in time. Where's the lockdown? Do they have it? Misery has the roar. If he needs to use it to save Ace, he definitely can, but it's like you're just gonna back off.
He's so lucky that Schofield didn't have mana to cast his Searing Chain Sleight of Fist. Otherwise, Ace dies there, and it is so bad when that happens. It really feels like Ace has a free game. So if he dies, it's feels like somewhat of a throw for him, you know?
Right. And he's been having a pretty good game, you know? It's the gentleman's agreement where Axe was, you know, cutting the wave. Ace just hits under tower. He doesn't like doing it, obviously, because it does make his tower fall, which just happened, but... Oh,
and we have the
all right, there we go.
That's what we needed.
It's blink time, baby.
So I think it's time to smoke up. You need the Lina to be in the smoke. You need the Axe to be in the smoke. And then anybody can die. If you throw Hector in there, then it's even more guaranteed.
True. I think
they're... Oh, Aces.
They want Ace. Ace has been spending a lot of time here. Yule's set up, coming out here. They'll follow up Laguna. They don't even need to show off the Blink Dagger, really, but Whisper goes in.
Yeah,
he gets a nice dunk. It's a dead Ace.
That was interesting positioning. I mean, I'm
surprised.
It's pretty, you know, it's pretty well known that the person that is sitting in the mid lane feeds. Like that's like a classic trope
At night too, mid lane at night. We've talked about it.
Yeah, that's you know, like I said,
Danger time.
It's so common that it's like a trope. It's like a joke. So it's strange to
Trope
see
joke?
a play. What?
Trope joke?
Chirp joke.
No, trope joke.
Oh, yeah, it's a trope joke. And you know, to see people die like that, it's like, what's happening? Are they having a chat? You know?
Dust on Hector. Monkey King nearby. Tricks the Trey coming out immediately, though. He's going to blink strike away. They have the vision. They'll drop the Ignis, though. They've gotten baited into this as they draw them right back again. AC needs help. Misery's just getting dragged back here. He's not going to be able to go and help out his core. It's another dead Ace as they jump forward again. Now Misery trying to run away. He cannot run away from Whisper and Schofield here. Envy joining in the fight now. They know that the Ignis is no longer up. Blinding Light going to try to just hold Envy in place. They need to kite him. They don't want to fight this necessarily. Hector's still nearby. Stinger.
So close.
Oh, yes, he's going to make it out. But in the top lane, Snaking. Just trying to push out some waves or whatnot.
Damn, it
It's
is.
taken out by Chris Luck. And now Hector's got a Diffusal Blade. How fast the winds change.
Yeah, I mean, it's crumbling. It's crumbling for C9. And now what C9 needs to wait for is Snake King's blink. And then their game's gonna look better.
Envy. Jump forward immediately. They'll take away his mana. He's still very, very strong here, but they've got the call. We'll make them face forward. Schofield's over on the side. He's just taking that outpost. That's a very important moment right there. And the rest of the team, though, slowly collapsing over onto the side of Beast Coast. Schofield trying to run away, but Pai's got his entire army chasing after him. Light Strike already is going to get used over on Envy. He's just going to leak this mana everywhere. Chris Luck, though, he's stuck over here. He needs help. Blind Light will push them back, but the bounce
he hit the
coming out from
Coddle,
Ace
too.
will be able to get it. And now Stinger, he needs to get out of there. He doesn't have any mobility items. He's just going to get chased down by Monkey King and Schofield. Oh, Schofield. He thought he was out safe, but there was a Snake King lurking.
That was a satisfying Boundless Strike. Snags the Lina and also the Coddle at the same time. And now Snake King is very close to his blink dagger. In fact, after this wave, he will have it. As long as he gets his last hits. Just a couple of them.
They're gonna have Coddle back. They don't have Ignis though. Are they just you just let this fall? You don't try to make any cheeky plays?
Yeah, it's the timing is just rough. I mean, 5 seconds on this bomb. It's like now they can go, but it's already too
Ace
late.
Rune outside. Yeah, Schofield's got to get out of there. Does have the remnant. Oh, the roar though coming out from Misery. They've got so much damage and the lockdown. They'll just take down this Ember Spirit. Nice and easy like.
And back the other way it goes. Just like that. Envy? He's got Aegis. He doesn't.
Yeah, I
he
don't
doesn't
think
care.
you don't want to mess with that right now. Do you? Do you?
Maybe.
I don't know what's happening.
I don't think they know. I don't think they know.
They can see that they've got that Frost Ogre on the side. Envy's doing his own thing in this mid lane.
Yeah, he's
Pressure over here. They have their eyes over on the Beastmaster. They want to try to find the opening here. They'll follow up though with a Boundless plus the Wukong's right on the cusp here. All is healed. It doesn't matter. Whisper's going to be able to take down Misery. They'll turn back around with that Ignis. They're going to try to just kite Ace. Envy being pulled back. Oh, nice blink away here from Whisper as they throw out the slights and the chains. The rest of Beast Coast going to walk back, but they no longer have the Ignis. They don't have the Beastmaster either, though, so this push does become a little bit more difficult for the side of C9.
This, what we just saw is a big reason that a lot of teams are opting not to do what Envy just did, which is cut the mid wave. That's like less of a common
Hector?
thing now. He is.
Hector's in there. I mean, he's gonna be able to go right back and jump out, but Schofield taking a lot of damage here. Snaking jumping forward. They'll follow up though. Whisper with the call does manage to grab Envy, and then Ace is gonna jump down. And to so many of these people though, Chris Luck looked for the opening. They use the Yules. They're waiting patiently. We'll be able to stun up and Fissure over onto Chris Luck. Ace, he's trying to get away, but they go. They have the Laguna Blade. They'll take down Ace. And now they're just chasing after Envy here. But Hector, he's taking so much damage, he's got to get away. We'll use the tricks of the trade. They'll be able to stun him up. Hector still back to Invis on the back line, so you can see them just sliding around, trying to grab anything. Whisper looks like he's going to get taken down, though. As Pai sitting very, very low. Misery, though, is chasing
Caught a
after
loss.
them. They'll be able to find the kill. Hector and Chris Luck chasing them down. Schofield leading them on a merry chase over here. Does have that one remnant off to the side. He's going to try to slide around. He's taking too much damage for Envy. He is going to get taken out.
Ooh, the nice
with
Fisher.
Fisher. Does Envy go right back in again? He looks like it. He wants to get Stinger. It doesn't matter. They have enough damage. He's not TPing anywhere.
This is Envy and Snake King versus the world, honestly. I mean, that fight was. It's so funny that Beast Coast just ignores Envy, goes straight for the back lines. And but from Snake King's really nice like stuns, like he keeps in and out of these fights. He's able to set up for Envy, even though Beast Coast is playing the fights. They're amazingly. I mean, they're playing beautifully. But Snake King is as well. Then Envy's running around just like a big, bumbling pig of a man and spraying snot on people. And you know, Snake King's like, "Good job, buddy. I got you."
He does. He does indeed.
What a god,
God,
honestly.
this is what. Yeah, I'm really excited. Like, these have been some of the best team fights just because they're so back and forth. They're a little hard to follow, but...
The amount of times that Snake King was in and out of that fight was just insane. Like, he doesn't have a 4-staff or something that lets him do that. He's just that good at positioning.
Well, we're about 21 minutes in, about a 2K net worth lead right now. Envy top of the net worth, but
Ooh, they CK1.
careful. Yeah, Ace is up in that tree. Tree dancing. He needs to be so careful. Look at this. Look at the positioning coming out from C9, but they do manage to find someone else instead. It's going to be Schofield who tanks the gank, and I think you're pretty happy about that. Hector now has to leave. He's got to get out of there. Oh, they've got the dust, though. Should be able to blink strike himself out. Boundless will connect, though, coming out here from Ace. But this tower belongs to C9.
Yeah, I mean, they get a Schofield kill, but most important thing is they push East Coast off of the tower. So that gives them a free tier 2, and at the very least, they can force this high ground a bit just to get Beast Coast to come back. Maybe take the tower, then leave, or maybe just not even get the tower. Maybe just get Beast Coast to come back. Yeah, looks like that's
What's going on? Going on here in the mid lane? Whisper. Perhaps you've gone a little bit too far, my friend. Hector is nearby, though. He does have a double damage. He's going to jump right on into the Wukongs. Tricks the trade, buys a little bit more here. All is healed. Hector, no! Hector, he's going to be able to go run away. Is he going to be able to make it on time? No! Misery showing up. Getting the final hit on K1. What a nice play coming out here on the side of C9.
Yeah, they did the play of making it look like you're all together in one lane, pushing the high ground, and really they were setting up on the side lanes, or in the mid lane in this case.
So the ray of hope is the fact that the Aegis did just expire for the side of Beast Coast, but C9, they're playing so fast.
Yeah, I think either way, like, they weren't planning on killing the Bristle anyway.
I don't think so. Well, maybe they might be able to go and take down Ace. They'll drop the Ignis. Follow up, though. Oh, with the Laguna from the low ground.
My god, the axe.
Ace Whisper over here, too. He got a beautiful call. But he needs some help. He needs this backup. In fact, Schofield throwing out the chains. Will be able to hold Envy into place. Yule's coming out again. Should follow up with Light Striker. He's just so tanky. It's very difficult. Whisper, though, going in, trying to hold him into place. Fisher comes out from Snake. He doesn't quite connect, I don't think. As Envy's getting chipped away, they do have that Spirit Vessel, and he's just starting to drop Hector on the back lines here. Is he going to be able to find the kill on Envy? Do they have it? Or do they have Hector? Hector, he's got to run away. Schofield, he wants this kill on Envy. The gun comes out from Whisper as they take him down. Snake King, though, hiding off in the corner. Maybe Schofield bit off a little more than he can chew. But looks like they're both going to try to back off. Misery being held into place here, followed up with a Coddle Blast. Not quite enough. Whisper again, jumping forward. You love to see it on this guy. He's one of those off-laners that just loves to be aggressive. But after all is said and done, Beast Coast will back off and let Cloud9 lick their wounds.
Very, very well played by Beast Coast. They did a really good job at keeping Envy kind of neutered, so to speak, for that entire fight. They just
God, what a phrase to use.
Yeah, I mean they were really kiting him, making him feel really awful about being a bristleback, and very slowly but surely, methodically killing him without letting anybody on their team getting like too low. You know, a couple of times like people are 10% HP and they just move away from him, and then they move somebody else in to stun, and just really nice synergy coming out from Beast Coast. The really unfortunate thing that would have been Very nice from Beast Coast. But Whisper blinked in to hit like a 3 or 4 man call, and it just happened to be as Snake King was pressing Fissure, so he blinked immediately into a Fissure. Otherwise, that probably would have been a disaster for C9.
I mean, it still wasn't super great for C9 either way, but definitely could have been much, much worse.
Yeah, oh certainly.
Yeah, Snake King's just like the tiniest fraction off on some of these Fissures. Like, he's got the right idea. It'll be very frustrating.
And it's hard. You can only do so much as an Earthshaker.
Right. Desolator picked up now for the Monkey King.
With Monkey and Bristle dead, they just have no damage. Like, they're Earthshaker, Chen, Beastmaster. These are all, like, complementary heroes, you know? They, like, set up for other people.
Schofield just gonna run them away. The Chen army is making its way across the river, though. See the pings coming out. Ace, Boundless, connects. This should be a quick pickoff. Very
Just
patient
like that.
Monkey King gonna be able to clean up.
Yeah, that was super patient from him. He didn't show his position. He could have easily showed mid. And Schofield doesn't die there.
What was I doing?
I think Misery picking up a blink will be pretty nice for this game. I think they need a little bit more pick-off than just the Earthshaker for now. It's starting to feel that way.
This positioning's very nice. Coming out from the side of C9. Ace sitting up there on the trees, keeping tabs. You know, this Axe is looking for that call. It will go on to Envy. Let's try to drag him back a little bit, but...
All these auras.
Don't have Snake King just yet. He is making his way over, though. Schofield. Getting into position. It's slippery here. Go for the denial on the tower. It's going to be Misery who grabs it. Stun again. Look how patient they are over here. Uh-oh. They do have the coddles. I like this play. He's smoked up. He knows that they're over here in this mid lane. Gonna place a ward. He's hoping maybe to get in the back lines, drop the Ignis, perhaps.
They
They're
see
gonna
it,
know
though.
that he's here, though. Yeah.
They see it with their ward.
Smoke will. The ward's giving him away first, and then of course the smoke wearing off. But could have been a nice play. C9 already, though. They realize, okay, something seems a little bit off. They'll back off, go back to farming.
Yeah, Pie's got 2 wards, so they can put a ward and play around it. And it looks like they are pinging. They're pinging the hill.
Fissure being thrown out. Schofield sitting on the low ground. They have vision on the Ricky as well. A lot of good vision being placed out by the side of C9.
I'm starting to think
Hector?
Snake King, or Envy might have not accidentally bought the Tranquils, which is shocking.
Don't
but
don't
they-
assume you know anything about how Envy plays Dota.
They
That's
seem
the
pretty-
thing that I learned.
They seem pretty good, though. They seem legitimately pretty good, other than the fact that he has no armor before that Assault Cuirass.
To be bothering him too much. Whisper. Careful going up to that high ground. We've got a couple of these illusions with Ricky. I would send them to scout most likely. Illuminate, thrown up. Strange. Curious and curiouser. Snake King? Realize off in the corner? Well, he's gonna know now with Chris Lux. Starts up with the LSA, Laguna Blade, and the dunk from Whisper. Plus the tower. A little bit of a cheeky play there. They know the rest of the team probably in the triangle. Whisper making his way over. Goes right up, spots out Envy, spots Misery, Pie over on the other side here. Chris Lux. No, it's not gonna be able to quite land the call. On the low ground. They're going to be able to call Ace over, so this fight gets a little bit more difficult, especially with Whisper just taking all of these stacks. Light Striker Array, Stinger on the low ground. Hector backing off. They have so much vision on the side of C9.
God, tense. Really tense. There's just a lot of, like, hill battles going on and sticking together. Holding high grounds. Very structured Dota from both of these teams.
Just one little slip up could be potentially huge on either side, honestly. Although Roche is back up, so looks like C9's gonna go make their way over. It is pretty scary to get in that pit when you've got the Monkey King and an Earthshaker paired up with that Beastmaster. I don't think they're gonna be able to even get over there fast enough, honestly. Yeah, look how fast this Roche just melts.
Doesn't look like they're interested.
Nope. Just gonna go back and defend. Give the cheese to Envy.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Maybe they can... Are they smoked? They are smoked. Not on Snake King, though. Whisper's still here, Schofield's still here, and Hector is still here. They're all here in the trees.
The trees aren't safe when there's a Monkey King in the game.
Yeah,
Although it does reveal himself, so they know. They know that he's nearby. And the rest of them are showing in the middle lane now, so. Hector's just gonna TP out.
And here comes the push. Ace grabbing the bot wave. Just boundlesses it because he wants to get his team Ace out in case something happens. And he was right. Something is happening.
Jump forward coming out here from Hector. They'll follow up though. Nice call from Whisper as he's able to hold quite a few of these people in place, but they're a little bit separated now thanks to that vision. They'll be able to go take down the Aegis. Ace is down, but on the backside here, Whisper also will fall. Laguna coming out. That's a dead Ace 2 times around. Back from the Axe. Hector has his eyes on Snake King. He does have himself a Ghost Scepter, but it's not going to save you from this Lina, my friend. Another kill coming out here. As Schofield going to hold Envy into place. The Yules, the LSA, the jump from Hector. There's no mana left over here on this Briskbeck. He is mighty tanky though, and they do have that Spirit Vessel. The other side, Misery, he's going to try to TP out. Do they have anything to cancel it? They don't have it, so it looks like Envy is going to be the one who's locked into place consecutively as they just wail away on him. And again, the dunk coming out from Whisper.
The fight split. That was a nice pickoff on Axe, but unfortunately at the same time, the Lina was revealing the fact that he has a Aghanim Scepter, Laguna Blade on Ace. So just very, very convenient split up of the fight there, and Ace could not get off his Wukongs. So somebody's got to run in and tank. It's got to be Envy. They got to stay behind him. And if you're Beast Coast, I mean that's the way to do it. Sure, you have to sack your Axe and he has to buy back, but we've seen this a number of times in this tournament. Sometimes that's necessary for you to take a fight. You need to give somebody's life as a sacrifice to gain.
Well, as long as you don't feed too hard, right?
Yes, exactly.
That was a problem before, but uh-oh, Whisper, he just bought back. Smoke Crown, followed with the Force Staff, nicely done. Let's push him back.
Nice Ancient stack. They're not even gonna
I'm surprised
bother.
that Ace got taken down so fast. I was not expecting that. And again, the fight did get very split.
Yeah, he's got to be careful. That is that's certainly something that you're going to look at as a team, and it's more than likely going to be Ace saying, I shouldn't have been there. Like I should have played it this way or something along those lines. Like
Yeah.
When it comes to positioning error like that, it's usually not on the team. Unless you're maybe blaming MB. Okay, you should have frontlined here or whatever. But then that's like a communication issue, you know.
Right.
Either way, there was some issue with positioning that just needed to be fixed.
The Fissure split it up pretty badly too. Like the way that it just happened to all go down, right? It made it very difficult to get over to the side of Ace, and then you're being chased to get some people going up to high ground, people on the low ground, and you just don't have that support that you need to help the Monkey King.
Yep, definitely.
This has been such a tense game. It's kind of a relief to have something like a bit closer, because I felt like today's games have been a lot of stomps. This one though, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know which way the wind's going to turn. I feel bad because I feel like I'm talking a lot, but then when I stop, it's just we're both so tense. We're both really quiet.
Yeah, I definitely my shoulders are not feeling too great right now. I'm like hunched forward and just super close to my computer. You know how it is.
Oh yeah.
But that's how these games go. I kind of expected this, just given C9's form and how this is like the classic Beast Coast.
I mean, the big question mark for me was always, is Hector going to play? Because Beast Coast plays completely different when they have their position 1. And then on top of it, just wondering, what's his ping like? Is this still going to be a game that he's able to play comfortably? But hold that thought. Echo Slam top lane as they just evaporate Schofield. So that is a nice little pickoff. Did cost an Echo Slam to do it, but I mean, it doesn't feel like they want to go in for any big fights for a little while anyways, right?
Yeah, it's like a 2-minute cooldown, and He's dead. Schofield's dead for about 50 seconds, so about half the cooldown is gonna be back up. So not a big deal. I mean, you have to kill people for doing that. You have to make them afraid of doing what Schofield was doing. You have to put that fear out there on the map.
Radiant are scanning.
And he is fairly slippery to boot as well, so. What do we have though? So Ace was working on a BKB. Gotta feel a little bit bad though now that the Lena's got the Agnum Scepter.
It does, but at least it
keeps
protects
him from being locked down.
Yeah, exactly. It prevents him from being locked down. Although we say that, and there is an axe with Call. You know, so it is a little rough. I suppose the only other alternative would be like a Satanic. That could be another alternative. I imagine he'll probably go for that next. I think he really needs it if he wants to survive. He needs some raw HP. Because, good God, he is going to take half his HP and damage from just the Lena Laguna.
Well, they do have a big smoke, so, you know, despite the fact that they just used the Echo Slam. Look how fast Envy is, too, when he's got these stacks of Warpath up. They did have a ward over there in the base. But...
Envy's showing.
Going uphill. They don't have the vision. Okay, they do have the Hawk. They can see that the Hawks making their way over. Monkey King showing up. He's not going to land the bound. This is jump forward coming out from Whisper almost immediately. We'll get a nice fissure off the Ignis. That's going to be that BKB coming out now for Ace. Snake King is joined in. Whisper just pushing back here. We'll just walk out of the Wukongs. They don't have the lockdown right now. That is the BKB getting used on Ace for the first time. Although off in the corner, looks like they might be able to get themselves a consolation prize. They'll be able to take down Stinger. But they don't have a wave here. I guess maybe in the mid? Yeah, they've got two cardies in the mid, but...
Oh, finally Misery's got his blink. I think he needed that. They desperately need it. It really feels like Beast Coast are running circles around them. Like, they're very literally just running around is what I mean. And so you need somebody else to jump that's not just Snake King, because Snake King's got to be that counter-initiator, you know? You can't count on him to initiate and also counter-initiate. It's like, hey, you know, janitor, go clean the toilets while simultaneously, like, cleaning the roofs. And it's like, man, I gotta go home and, like, feed my family. No, do both at once. No, you can't.
That's an essential worker you're talking about right there.
It is, of course.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Of course, man. Really terrible analogy, but you get what I'm saying.
I do.
So they're chilling
I
out.
talk with you enough to understand your analogies at this point, Jenkins.
You got it.
Alright, so what do we have here?
They're so close. Everybody's playing so close together on both sides.
Hector walking right over that ward. They should spot him. It looks like they want to go for this tier 2. They know that they can leave the Coddle to just push out that top wave. Looks like they'll TP back though. Alright. Will-O-Wisp will be up in about 15 more seconds, so perhaps
Chris Luck has a refresher.
When did he pick that up? Oh, and he's got a quickening charm. Sweet baby Jesus.
Wow, he does like 2,000 damage with the ulti. That's ridiculous.
As long as he can, you know, get it off twice.
Yeah. He's got 14% spell amp. What's 14% of 850? That's like 100, something like that. So he does nearly 2,000 pure damage with this. That's nuts.
Nice word over here. We'll be able to keep tabs though. They should see that he's got that refresher if they're paying attention. Cloud9 combing through the jungle. We'll use their own smoke. Let's see if maybe they can get some sort of a pick off. They know that Hector's over the mid lane. The rest of the team is so close by all the time, though. They'll drop the smoke screen, drop the sentry, snaking, throwing out the fissure. Jump forward here, coming out from Hector. They want to try to make some moves over here on Envy, maybe bait a little bit. Misery on the back line, so it does manage to find Chris Luck. They'll drop the Will-O-Wisp. That's going to be the BKB coming out now from Envy as they go try to find this call. Not going to be able to quite find it. There's going to be the Lotus Orb being thrown out on Chris Luck. Envy's doing a lot of damage. They force trap Chris Luck away. They'll turn back around. They manage to land over here onto Misery. They'll be able to take him down. He's going to be the all is healed. Misery taken down here. They will be able to take down Chris Luck, though there's not going to be a second one coming out for him this time. As the rest of the team, they've got their eyes over here on Hector.
Whisper,
no! But he doesn't be able to get the call up. They'll take down Hector. Very nicely done with that centaur now. Whisper's gotta run away. The fissure comes out from Snaking. You aren't going anywhere there, buddy. as top lane now too. Ace chasing after this Coddle decides, all right, you know, I'm gonna back off. I don't know what I'm going for here. Oh, he almost finds him though, and Schofield just makes his way over to the mid lane.
They have no buyback.
Oh man,
either.
that fissure, the stomp coming off from the centaur creep.
Did Whisper get his blink canceled because he called before the blink? I think he just messed that up. I would like to see an instant replay of that, but maybe I'll go. Yeah,
it's okay.
we don't have the technology.
We're not there yet. We know it can be done, but
I mean, either way, it doesn't matter. What happened was very unfortunate, whether it was a mechanical misplay or some good play by C9. He called and then blinked, and that made all the difference. Maybe. I mean, sure,
something
yeah.
just a little bit off. I don't know. Maybe it was one of the bristles or something too. Like,
Maybe. I mean, sometimes that happens. I don't
can't see everything with all the particles. I don't know.
I don't think it got canceled just because, or it was just about to come off cooldown because he called and then immediately blinked. So it's like he literally pressed it in the wrong order, or there was some packet loss or something. I don't want to make excuses for him. I'm just saying, like, that legitimately made the difference, though. That's how close this game is.
Jeez, look at the damage coming out from the Ace. God. Plus 50% boundless strike crit.
With
all right, Roche is up.
Deso Orb. These are ridiculous items to have together. 12 minus armor. Good lord.
That was really smart of Misery too to jump right into the back lines and just get Chris Luck very, very low, so he couldn't get off the second Laguna.
Oh yeah, he was forced to double Laguna on Misery, which is not the target he wants. He wants to hit Ace with that every time. So yes, definitely the hero they need to focus. So very good to recognize that in this game for them.
Okay, so this is pretty big because Ace just picked himself up a Satanic. He does not have buyback though, should he fall in the next fight. So it's gonna be very important that he's able to hit and use that Satanic. Feels like they're grouping up to smoke or something, right? I know that Schofield's over here. Whisper standing very far back. We'll drop the Ignus. They'll be able to go pull in. Monkey King BKB coming out. This is a totally split fight. We talked about it. Laguna Blade coming out from Chris Left though. They're gonna go again a second time. They take down Ace. He's life stealing way too fast. As the rest of the side of Beast Coast, they're forced to run away. The Wukong's command getting dropped down. Both of those Laguna Blades not enough to take down Ace. Not with the Satanic. And now Schofield, it looks like he might get locked into place. Now he's going to be able to go Remnant himself out. The jump down coming out from Ace again. The rest of Beast Coast just backing the heck off. That's Satanic, though. This Roach belongs to Cloud9.
Look how quickly. Oh my god.
It's disgusting.
There's an Ags on this, too. They're going to get an Ags on...
Is this a Monkey King Axe? Yeah.
On Monkey King,
yes.
I would hope. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, he did get it.
Oh,
damn, Aces.
Stinger?
Hello?
He's just, you know, he's making him follow him. He's buying a little bit more time here. Until he runs directly back out of Misery. Blinding Light, Ace is here. Oh my god.
That poor gentleman.
He's just an old man.
He's a dirty
through
old
the
man.
woods. He is a dirty old man. Whisper, bottom lane. What's happened? What you doing down here, Whisper? What are you thinking? There's a lot of people over here that you don't want to be running into. Schofield, K1 as well. Coming out from Whisper's trying to slow down Envy a little bit. Hector jumping in, finds the back lines here. Over onto Misery, but Snaking. He's over on the side. Ace finding the kill on Chris Luck in a totally other lane. He's going in. He wants Schofield next. Couple of hits. They have the final to jump forward here. No, Remnant away. Schofield, he's trying. He's got the Remnant, trying to make his way into the wave. Not going to be able to wipe it. Oh, Ace from downtown.
That was dank. That was dank.
That was dope. And that is, I don't know, is this?
I think they just go Throne.
I think they go Throne too. I think this might be game here.
They have Orb Deso and Monkey King eggs. Like, this is gonna die so quickly. And an Assault Cuirass.
It's going down.
They can't do anything.
They can't do anything. Look at this. Look at those Wukongs. They drop the Ignis in the middle of it. We'll drag them back. It doesn't matter. Cloud9. Look at these monkeys. Holy shit.
Dude, my computer is dying. Please get this off my screen.
So yeah, Cloud9 going from 0 to heroes here. What are your thoughts on this, Jenkins? Is your computer still alive?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm here. I'm just some of these games they just make you feel wonder, speechless to some degree, but I guess I'm supposed to analyze it. Well, so Ace had a very nice game. There were some shaky parts for sure, some individual missteps here and there,
Mm-hmm.
but made up for so much by a lot of like the really cool plays that we saw, like Ace, basically solo killing Chris Luck mid, that sort of thing. I mean, it's a solo kill with a Chen.
Yeah.
Chen's not a hero, really. And shoutouts to Envy. I mean, he played so well in both of these games.
He's inventing his own thing now. Like that takes guts, and
And
takes
you
a
know
lot
what?
of just like silencing the haters, right?
Just a week ago, people thought he was a moron. Oh God, why is this guy sticking to his playstyle mid? Just do what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
I swear to God, we're going to see people picking Bristle mid. Other people are going to be picking Bristle mid. They're going to start cutting the wave. Like, you look at something and you see some bullshit, you're going to do it. That's Dota. People will abuse whatever they can, and it doesn't matter if you believe the person who's abusing it or you don't believe them. When they start winning with it, you have to copy them. Yeah, exactly. It's like Thompson when he was fording creeps, and that really bothered Puppy. That really bothered Puppy. One of the best captains, best players of all time. And it's just because it was so new and weird and strange, and it's like the 30-year-old boomer meme where it's like, no, you can't do this. You can't do that.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's like, you think it shouldn't work, but it does. It's just so different and smart, and I don't see how you counter it yet. I really don't.
I mean, we theory crafted a little bit about it, but you saw like Schofield went over there. What was he like, level
didn't
2?
work.
And Envy was like what, 5 or something? And he killed off Schofield, and then he proceeded that was a little bit of misplay, I'm pretty sure, with Chris Luck like turning back around, like because that final quill just came out and it killed him too. Like they did manage to get the Courier. I think that helped a lot, right? They were able to slow it down a little bit, but they didn't have anyone that had the levels that could deal with that bristleback.
I mean, dude, they even had near perfect rune control. Like Beast Coast not only had good rune control of the power runes, but they also were taking every bounty from Envy, and yet it still worked. It's at that point you ask, how on earth do we deal with this? Does it need to get changed? So you shouldn't be able to cut the mid wave at level 1. Like, I don't see why you can do that mid, but not on the off lane.
Yeah, that does seem a bit weird.
That does not seem very consistent, and I think it was just because nobody was doing it mid, and now that they are, if that needed to be nerfed in the side lanes, it chances are probably needs to be nerfed mid.
I'm waiting for the patch that's just literally the Envy patch that just says creeps can no longer be pulled from the mid lane.
I swear to God, that's like every other patch is something targeting Envy.
Something that's a little bit wacky that they didn't intend for it to work that way.
Yes, precisely, exactly.
Well, this was a really fun game to cast. It was a lot more balanced than some of the other games that we saw today. So, congrats to Cloud9 though. It's really just so impressive to see them go from the laughing stock to now people are probably going to be copying what they're seeing them do.
Agreed. I couldn't be happier for them. It's great to see. It's good to see stories like that. It really is. Gives us all hope. C9's giving us all hope for the future.
It's nice to see Hector back. Of course, he has been having some issues with his internet, but it definitely felt like Beast Coast felt a little bit more Beast Coast, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So, unfortunately for them, not going to be able to clutch the series 2-0, going over to the side of Cloud9. And we have plenty more Dota tomorrow, but that is it for us today. Tomorrow's matches, I believe, starts off with EG versus Crazy, followed by Quincy Crew versus Thunder Predator, and then Business Associates versus Beast Coast. So we'll have to see what's going to happen with that. No Cloud9, unfortunately, tomorrow, guys. I know you guys are all having a great time watching these games, seeing what memes come out of them. But that is gonna be it for us today. So thank you so much, Jenkins, for helping me analyze some of these crazy games today. And shout out to Pythian, who is running our production for us. Couldn't do without you there, dude. And that's gonna be it for us today. So hopefully we will see you tomorrow. I believe we start at 1 p.m. Eastern time, and we'll see you tomorrow.